Have you ever wondered if mortgage brokers lose control during the loan process? So, today I'm going to walk you through step by step and show you how mortgage broker loan application processes work. So, you can see for yourself how much control you really have and why choosing the right system makes all the difference in the mortgage broker space. Hi, everyone. I'm Megan from the Real Estate and Mortgage Business Academy. And welcome to our channel. If you're new here, this is the number one place for insights, strategies, training designed for mortgage professionals who want to take their business to the next level and own their business. So if you're a loan officer or a mortgage broker and you're looking to streamline your business, save time, money, and gain real control over your pipeline and business, you're in the right place. So here's the truth. If you're still originating loans in a system like Calyx Point or Encompass, platforms that feel like they've been around honestly since the beginning of time, then you're wasting hours every single week. I don't care where you work. If you don't have the ability to quickly adapt, change, update, and manage your files, then you don't actually have control over your loans. The days when I was in those same systems, you're constantly going to different websites or running LP this way. You get an error, right? The solution is being somewhere where you have control, switching to a system like Arive that lets you do everything inside of one platform. It saves you time, gives you flexibility, makes the process smoother for you and your clients. And you also have the ability to go to all these different banks and add all these different products who are trying to earn your business. No matter where you work, whether you're at a brokerage, a retail lender, a bank, the basic loan process follows a very similar flow. But as a mortgage broker, you have access to more lenders, more flexibility, and ultimately more opportunities to say yes to your clients. So let's break down step by step how a mortgage broker process works, and I'll show you inside one of the Arive systems. So first thing, lead comes in and it starts with that lead. Someone reaches out and your job is to convert that lead into a client, someone who trusts you enough to give you their social security number, pull their credit, and show real options. And then the second step is qualifying them, doing a pre-approval. So as a broker, you can qualify more buyers. It's why I converted around 40% of my people to close loans, because you're not limited to one set of products. You've got multiple lenders at your disposal. And the tools that we use, like running DU and LP simultaneously, is a huge competitive advantage. The third part of the process is following up until they find a home so that you can nurture the relationship and they trust you. This is where adding things like video really comes in. So in the Arive system, emails go out as you go through the steps. I would suggest adding videos to each of those steps. And then once that signed contract comes in, congrats, right? Now it's time to get to work, start deciding which loan program, which lender, which, by the way, this is where Arive shines. You can price everything out inside of Arive. You can stay organized. Your clients upload right into Arive. You order your third-party information right out of Arive. You can put notes into the system for your processor, your LOA. You can even, when your clients upload documents, you can put notes on each document. Your processor, LOAs, your team can go in, they can approve or reject a document and request right from Arive that the client uploads something different. It's very intuitive and lets everyone work together. And most recently, they added tasking inside of Arive, which means you can task someone if, let's say, you're the one who reviews it, which I hope for all you loan officers who want to grow, you're not reviewing your documents. But if you are, you can task someone on your team to go and do something else that moves you along in the process. So that's why step 5 is preparing your loan file, updating the 1003 for the contract address, price, looking at your rates. Step 6 is locking the loan, which can be done in Arive if your lender of choice is in their system, but not all lenders are in the Arive system and other systems that brokers use. So picking a broker that uses Arive and has Arive built out the right way. Because I will say one pain point for brokers is you still do need to lock some loans directly with the chosen lenders, even when you're using Arive. It's not fully automated because there's agreements between the companies. In any case, Number 7, disclosures. So as a mortgage broker, disclosures do work a little bit differently compared to at a bank or a retail shop, because at some lenders, once again, you need to go log into the lender portal and you need to enter your fees because the lender is the one who sends out the initial disclosures. That's to make sure there's no huge costly mistakes. Step 8 is handing the file over to processing. And you have flexibility in the broker side. You can do in-house processing or you can do contract processing. You can kind of do a hybrid. Either way, your processing team takes over and keeps the file moving forward. So step 9 is third-party orders and verifications. This is your processing team usually is doing this, ordering VOEs, VODs, but everything can be ordered now out of the Arive system. Step 10 is conditional approval from the underwriter. You get automatic notifications now. So you'll know you are the one who gets notified, not the client. And then you are the one who tells them that they've been approved. Step 11 is collecting conditions. Now, a pro tip, I always teach my loan officers and brokers, once your loan is approved, to follow what's called the 10-day rule. I'll have to make a video about that to make sure your file is always closing on time. You can be in control of that. Yes, you can talk to underwriters as a broker. Step 12, the closing disclosure. So make sure your CD is out at least 3 business days before closing. This is critical for timing. And it's a touch point that LOs in the lending space say they have more control if they're at a lender because they're lending their own funds. But what you might not realize if you've never worked in the broker space is that brokers can request from the lender that they send the CD out way before the mandatory 3 days. You don't have to wait till 3 days before. You can send it as soon as the loan gets approved. So you can send it weeks ahead. Then step 13, I think for all of us in the industry, is cleared to close, right? This is when, yay, happy, you can officially confirm the closing and the time and that the loan is moved into the closing department. Some wholesale lenders do same-day closing. Some of them require 24 hours. You learn each bank's nuances as you get more familiar on the broker space. And then step 14, going to the closing table. Having a strong close really comes down to the lender and the title agent and how good that title agent and how familiar they are with different wholesale lenders and getting that final CD done for your client. But there's always processes and things you can do to make it go smooth. So in summary, the process is the same with some small exceptions, but what most LOs say is when they can choose the bank, when they can choose their favorite underwriter for a VA loan, or switch to another bank when one lender says no, it opens the doors to closing more loans, and they feel like they have more control to choose who is getting what based on what their need is. So I hope this breakdown of the mortgage process, application process really helped clear things up for you, and that we're all doing the same things. It's just the tools you're using and who you have on your team in the back end. So drop a comment. I'd love to hear about your loan process, where you're struggling, where things are going great. If this video helped, hit that like button, share it with other loan officers, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos about how you can continue to make your loan process better. Thank you to every single one of you who has subscribed to this channel and who comes back each week, week after week. My mission is to empower more loan officers to embrace the broker channel, to grow their independence, and to take full control of their business, to have the confidence to know you can do it. Remember, betting on yourself, it's always the best investment that you can make. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.